So now next, carry forward for the session 2, and I would like to say that the strength of any organization lies in its people. How we recruit them, retain them, and respect them even they are retired. Right? I hope everyone is agree with that. With this powerful thought, it gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome each one of you to this Roundtable conference now, RRR, a theme that truly defines the foundation of strong, sustainable, and future-ready organizations. And to enrich the discussion, we are honored to have with us some truly distinguished personalities who bring with them immense experience, insight, and inspiration. Are we ready for that? So, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great privilege and honor to welcome our distinguished guest, Mr. Vikram Maida. With an illustrious career spanning over 35 years, he is highly respected HR leader who has contributed to leading organizations across industries, currently serving as General Manager HR, IR and training at Make Money Organics Limited, Ahmedabad. He has been instrumental in driving talent management, employee engagement and leadership development. May I request Chinmay Bhai to kindly come forward and felicitate Mr. Maida sir with a token of appreciation. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us. A big round of applause, please. Moving ahead, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Pranav Bhatt, a seasoned legal professional academician and HR expert with over 2 decades of experience. He brings unique blend of expertise across law, education and industry. Associated with PG Bhatt Associates in Ahmedabad, he specializes in contract law, labor law, intellectual property and corporate compliances. Along with his professional excellence, he has also made remarkable contribution as a senior professor of law and is currently pursuing his PhD in management and law. May I request Mr. Paresh Bhai Trivedi to kindly come forward and felicitate Mr. Bhatt with a token of appreciation. So we warmly welcome you. Let's give him a big round of applause. Now I take the honor of inviting Dr. S.T. Toliwal, an educator, mentor, and scientific transformation coach. He has guided more than 75,000 individuals in their journey of personal and professional growth with rich experience as a teacher, researcher, and former principal. He brings deep understanding of people and involving social needs. Today, he continues his journey in the training domain with a simple yet powerful belief to work for a cause, not for applause. May I request Pushpesh Bhai to kindly come forward and felicitate Dr. Toliwal with a token of appreciation. Sir, it is a pleasure to have you with us. Yes, and now it's time to move into the heart of today's conference. I would like to invite Srushti Ben, Senior General Manager HR, having 24 years of experience of human resource, to take charge and lead us through this enlightening session. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you, Srushti ma'am.
It is truly a pleasure to felicitate this HR roundtable on a topic that is extremely relevant and close to all of us. Being HR, we know recruitment, retention, and the retirement of our people. It's really close to our heart. Today, organizations are not just competing in the market, but we are competing for the talent, right? Uh, so, while hiring the right people has become more challenging, retaining them and building a committed workforce has become even more critical. At the same time, with changing workforce expectations and new generations, as Paresh has explained us to how to handle Gen Z, right? And now the employees are Gen Zs only. Gen Z is now in future we will have Zen Alpha, right? So entering the workplace, we also need to reflect on how we are preparing ourselves to handle them. This session is an opportunity for all of us to come together, share our perspectives, and learn from each other's experience. We have with us three distinguished panelists from diverse backgrounds who will bring valuable insights from industry as well as the education sector. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank our panelists for joining us today and sharing their time and expertise with us. Now, yeah, I know you all are waiting for this. Let's begin this session. So with this, let us first understand the current hiring landscape. So I would like to invite Mahida sir, and I will request you to share your perspective on recruitment challenges and what organizations are experiencing today.
Thank you, Sustivan. In fact, all of our participants are also coming from a different industry and in a HR field. Basically, they are also having the same problem, same challenges what we are facing. We as a Make Money, we have around 12 manufacturing plant. We have a 2,000 employees working in our company. And majority plant are at Dahej, Ankleshwar, Panoli and those industrial area. Last 1 month, there are 12 major company has organized the walk-in interviews in Ankleshwar. And every company has a same kind of problem of getting a right person.
Okay.
Unfortunately, still, there is a question like last 15 days back, we as a Make Money have also organized a walk-in interview. Around 150 people have attended the interviews. Believe me, hardly there are 12 candidates whom we have given offer immediately.
Oh.
And maybe another 5-10 candidates whom we can be able to check it later on part.
Right.
So the ratio of a flow is not very good, but still is good. The question is that we are not getting a person who is a fit for the job. There is a employability is a problem with alignment. Employability of people are not available, and alignment is also very much required, because to the organizations, every organization has a different kind of culture. Everyone know that some are entrepreneurial based company, some are multinational company, some have a different kind of system. In that systems, we need to have a person who can align with the job and who can stay for a longer time. So the biggest challenge is really in a recruitment. Again, then it is the retentions, and definitely it is also there that majority of people are also getting retired. So at a 58, like we have a 58 is a retirement age, we have to retain people even after 58. So the question is that we are not getting right people and the people who can adapt to the culture and stay for a longer time. Please.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay. About alignment, we will understand from you, sir. Right? But yes, thank you very much. This gives us a clear picture of the hiring landscape today. But hiring is only the half the battle. Everyone agree? Hiring is only the half the battle. The retention of the people is really a biggest challenge. So I would like to invite Pranav Bhatt, right? And I would like to request you to share your insight on retention and with the organizations can do to build a stable workforce. What can we do to build a stable workforce?
Good evening, everyone. We started, or we rather pitched very perfectly. Recruitment is the first thing where we are all facing problems because we are not finding right people. And mostly people who come into job and move away quickly, they have one line saying, I don't find a proper job. So there is a lacuna somewhere in between.
Right.
Something is missing for both the sides.
Right.
Now, if you want to maintain a workforce which continues for a longer time, you need to give something. As what many times we come out and say that if you put a plant in your balcony for some days, it will get light, it will get water, manure you will provide. But when you shift the same plant in a pot inside the room, the needs will differ.
Right.
In the same way, when you get any employee from anywhere into your organization, you have to create an atmosphere in which they will stay, they will survive, and they will grow. ગુજરાતીમાં એક સરસ મજાની કહેવત છે માણસ વાળો નથી, એનું કામ વાળું છે. આપણે કોઈને જોબમાં કેમ લાવીએ છીએ? આપણે એના માટે કોઈ કામ છે, કોઈ પ્રોફાઇલ છે જેની પર સરખો બેસે તો આપણે એને મેન્ટેન કરીશું. તો જો જોબ પ્રોફાઇલ ડિફાઇન કરી છે, એને મેચ થયો વ્યક્તિ તમે અંદર લીધો છે, તો પછી એને સેટ થવા માટેનો માહોલ આપવો પડશે.
Very good.
હું ઘણીવાર એવું કહું છું, થેન્ક યુ, હું ઘણીવાર એવું કહું છું કે જે માણસ જોબ માટે આવે છે એને સૌથી પહેલો એસ જોઈએ છે, that is job security. His need is money, and for money he is coming for job, so he wants a security. That is first thing. Second, what he needs second is a surety. If I work well, I'll be paid well. જે બી પ્રોમિસ થયું છે ને એ મેં પરફોર્મ કરી દીધું તો આગળ મળવું જોઈએ. Third, he needs is support. When he comes from a different atmosphere to your atmosphere, he needs a support. આપણી જેમ નવી વહુ ઘરમાં આવે તો બધા એના અનુકૂળ થવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરે, તો આ જ વસ્તુ જોબમાં પણ થવી જોઈએ. When you have a new man, there are ways to tackle. Every time you cannot advise him, every time you cannot scold him, every time you cannot pinch him. You have to pat him also. તો આ સપોર્ટ મળી જાય ને. ફર્સ્ટ ઇઝ જોબ સિક્યોરિટી, સેકન્ડ ઇઝ શ્યોરિટી અબાઉટ રેમ્યુનરેશન, થર્ડ ઇઝ સપોર્ટ. તો જો ઇમિડિયેટ સુપિરિયર છે એનો સપોર્ટ મળે, then definitely we can have a workforce which will stay long. If the company grows, individual should also grow equally. So this is again a two-way balance. So once you recruit and half battle is done, then the second part of the battle starts, that is to make him comfortable or make him feel comfortable according to your policies. You cannot simply impose every day, but you have to groom them. Slowly and gradually you have to train them according to your needs. So that is where there is a chance you can better retain good employees.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, sir. I hope it means lots of answers we have received from this, right? Thank you very much for this practical perspective, Mr. Pranav. Now let us move from today's workforce challenges to tomorrow's workforce readiness, right? I would like to invite Toli sir to share your perspective on how can we build more efficient manpower and industry-ready employees for tomorrow.
धन्यवाद. नमस्कार टू एवरीबॉडी. परेश भाई ने माइक एक क्रीचर को दे दिया और एक माइक दो इंडस्ट्री के लोगों को शेयर करने को दिया, क्योंकि टीचर जल्दी माइक छोड़ता नहीं. हमने एक पोएम सुनी है बचपन में, जॉनी जॉनी यस पापा, ईटिंग शुगर नो पापा, टेलिंग लाइज नो पापा, ओपन योर माउथ वगैरह वगैरह. यस. जेन जेड के बारे में बात हुई तो जॉनी जॉनी यस पापा, जॉब इन द सिटी यस पापा, मैनेजर एज बॉसेस नो पापा, मैनेजर एज groomers or mentors yes papa, coaching or command, so coaching is yes papa, high income and salary ha ha ha. बात हुई भविष्य की चुनौतियों के आधार पर रिक्रूटमेंट करना और बेहतर लोगों को भविष्य की आवश्यकताओं के हिसाब से अपनी टीम का सदस्य बनाना. इसके लिए सबसे पहले क्लैरिटी ऑफ फ्यूचर प्रोजेक्शंस, द फ्यूचर प्रोजेक्ट्स, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रोफाइल्स आर नीडेड, एंड accordingly the selection of right people for right job is needed. Now this right people for right job, how do you select? Interest, ability and scope, IAS sutra. Whether that fellow who you want to select in your team in line with your future requirements has interest in that particular project or not, in that particular future need or not, is criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 is his ability. Whether the fellow who you are selecting for your future needs has that ability to fulfill the challenges and demands of your future needs or not is the second criteria on the basis of which you will induct or put that gentleman into your team. And the third is the scope for growth that fellow sees in that project, so that along with the growth of that project and the company, his individual growth is assured or guaranteed in that future expansion or future project is something that that fellow will also keep in mind while saying yes for that particular job or that particular future requirement. तो मेरे ख्याल से ये तीन चीजें हैं जिसमें एक चीज व्यक्ति जिसे आप चुनना चाहते हैं वो डिसाइड करता है, और दो चीज आपके कंट्रोल में होती हैं जिसे आप जिनका उपयोग आप करके मेरे ख्याल से राइट मैन फॉर राइट जॉब सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, ताकि आपकी फ्यूचर की आवश्यकताएं बाधित न हो, रुके नहीं, और आपका जो मिशन और विजन है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू फ्यूचर वो ठीक तरह से चलता रहे. I hope I have answered your question.
Thank you very much for the valuable perspectives. Thank you very much. So we will start now, right, with particular questions. So from your experience, sir, we would like to understand that what are the biggest recruitment challenges organizations are facing today?
See, before I can come to the answer. I had worked in a pharma companies, that too Zydus Cadila. I worked for Zydus Research Center for a long time, as well as a FMCG company like Hindustan Coca-Cola, SR Steel, Quebec, and now with Make Money, and Gujarat Alkali Chemical Limited is a government organization. The biggest problem in the recruitment is that we are not getting right persons. Many times there are many people are available, as I said in the first answer also, that people are available but they are not employable. Their attitudes are different. Their need of work is a different, and even if we require or recruit them, it's difficult to adjust them for a long time in the organizations. So recruitment is a problem in the sense is that we are not getting good people. Nowadays we have our own alternatives, like we do check the reference from the people, because we have a so bad experience. Person has been employed with a very good salary, and in spite of that, within a month or 2 months, we see that this person does not have the right kind of skill or right attitude, and we have to say that thank you very much. So this is the biggest problem we are facing in industries.
What are the top reasons employees leave the organization today? As sir said that within 1 or 2 months we have to ask them to go, right? Or the person will leave. So what are the reasons for that?
To answer to that, I'll connect with something which was explained by Paresh very nicely.
Okay.
You have to give them a proper atmosphere in which they stay. As he said, or rather rightly said, the Gen Zs are more over-pampered, very much protected, and therefore in a big amount of comfort zone.
True.
So the moment they find something different here, they don't have adaptability. They are not ready to mold themselves. So they will take another option of quitting. As the market is very much open and they get the jobs, they don't have fear of being unemployed.
Right.
So they take quick decisions. So therefore, as I said earlier, there is a big need that you train the people who come into job about their adaptability, make themselves more adaptable to do better. And at the same time, we should even come out and train the middle management or the top management of the company how to nurture or groom these newcomers. If we groom them betterly, they will have a good feeling that this is a company who has not only paid me, but also has worked on my abilities and enhanced my skills. So then he will try to stay more over here because he has been benefited other than money also.
Right.
So that is the way how you can more work on retention, by giving them a platform, by giving them a support, by giving them a chance to grow. They will stay. Because ultimately they leave for what? For growth and better atmosphere. So if you provide a good atmosphere over here, then they are definitely likely to stay here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, sir. Well, sir, now let us connect this with the education also. So, what are the major gaps you see between academic learnings and the industry expectations?
Uh, academic learning, yeah, academic institutes and industrial workhouses. The difference is just as big as the difference between a test match and 2020.
Okay.
See, the academic institutes have different protocol, different methods, different objectives, different assessment tools, and they focus more on curriculum rather than skills. Of course, nowadays some skills are also being incorporated by inducting some events so that students can go beyond four walls of classroom and also beyond textbooks. But the time management part, the deadline pressure is less in academic institutes. The resources pressure again is less. Decision making can be 50-50 even if they don't make right decision today. In academics, I mean, it doesn't hurt its cause, whereas in industry, the decision making in adverse circumstances is very critical and it has to be made at that dot point of time. So the the academics and industries, again, the gap is in handling the real world problems and live projects. Most of the curriculum are outdated. The teaching methods have become redundant, and flexibility also is missing. There is so much rigidity in the whole system that the exam will be conducted on this date. The exam, even for somebody who is undergoing some internship, will not be conducted later on, and so on. So the missing gaps is, number one, the absence of internship, the unavailability of real time or real world problems and live projects, and the ignorance towards the future need of the business and the uh, the industry related problems.
Right. I
Whereas,
totally agree.
yes.
Sir, I think. And for that only, we should invite, and industry should invite trainer like Paresh Bhatt who has the training program, train the trainer on how to train the teachers, how to teach the students. It's like that, right?
Right. The teachers are not only gurus, but they also should act as mentors.
Mentors, yes.
When they themselves do not know what are the expectations of the industries by 2020, how can they train their students according to the requirements of 2040 when they themselves are not aware? So when internships are to be made compulsory for students, even the teachers should also be made to work on live projects, the real world problems, so that the gap between the knowledge and the application can be bridged. Because the in academics, the information is given, the knowledge is given, but in industries that knowledge is applied.
Right.
So academic institutes work on what is to be taught, industries work on where it is to be utilized.
Right.
So
I think nowadays colleges have started to visit companies, because in my companies they approach me like saying that our pharma students wants to visit so that they can understand the today's application and how their learning will be used in the industry. So I think they have started that.
I just give an example. For example, if some teacher is teaching, let us say, boilers in the lecture in a classroom. Now, I would expect the teacher to teach boilers when he makes those students visit that industry and behind the background of that boiler, if the boiler is taught, probably the receptibility and acceptability about the technical aspects of boiler will be more. So industrial visits should be used like this. Otherwise, see, the students वो एक दूसरे को टप्पी मारते हैं because they have taken around various sections of the industries in just one day, and it's a time of about 4-5 hours, जिसमें 1 घंटा lunch का होता है, and then in the end, some HR person conducts the meeting and takes a feedback, and that's all. I mean,
Yeah,
something
it is
more-
very true. What sir says is very true. That the way the exposures in the industry is given is a different. Coming to the your questions and solutions. I mean, we know that recruitment is difficult, and how to deal with, because majority of our participants are also facing same problem. So we as an industry, after my many year of experience, what we have tried to do it in a stepwise. We are recruiting a student from a universities which is not very known or not in a central point of the, like last week with Paresh Bhai, we went to Dr. Subhas University and we have met many students, though they are not exposed to, I mean they have not even visited Ahmedabad, Baroda like city. Students are very good, very intelligent, but they don't have the exposure. So we recruit students from that kind of places. We go to Maninagar Science College and recruit people. We go to Sarda. We go to places where there is no much of the industries available.
Right.
So that is one part of recruiting. The freshers. Now second part of recruiting experienced people. We have a chain of references. Suppose I have to recruit production, executive. If suppose some maintenance person from good company has attended, we do ask him, अरे भाई जरा थोड़ा production वालों को उड़खीता हो तो जरा reference आपो. He give the reference, and then the recruitment become very fast. So likewise, there are a lot of things. I mean, we as the HR people should always keep a organogram of other company, either competitor company. Who is the manager? Who is the subordinate? Who is the people? I mean, we don't do only a skill check of a person. We do check that who are the people whom he is reporting, how many are under him, and we keep that kind of track. So as and when required, we can be able to recruit persons quickly. That is the solution of the recruitment crisis.
To build the bridge between available resources and the need of resourceful person, we will have to take a deep dive. We will have to train the teachers also how to train the students for future. As what Toliwal sir said, they should be taught technical things in the same atmosphere and surrounding. So if we train the teachers how to train students for future, it will solve major part of our need in terms of future.
Then I think everyone will be ready to take interns. or
Absolutely.
freshers.
Yes.
कोई भी फैक्ट्री है, कहीं पे भी डिपार्टमेंट सीनियर जूनियर होते हैं, सो मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि जो जूनियर्स हैं उनको अनकंफर्टेबल फील होता है. जैसे कोई नया आ रहा है बंदा, उसको क्योंकि वो इंडस्ट्री का वहाँ का जो वर्किंग जो स्टाइल है, जो स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं, वहाँ का जो एटमोसफेयर है, वो थोड़ा सा हर इंडस्ट्री का अलग अलग होता है. सो चैलेंज ये आता है कि जो सीनियर्स होते हैं वो बॉस बन जाते हैं और जो जूनियर्स है उनको ऊपर वो मतलब दे आर बिहेविंग लाइक ए लीडर्स. जो जूनियर्स हैं उनको प्रोटेक्ट करें कि दे आर फ्यूचर लीडर्स एंड फ्यूचर मैनेजर्स ऑल्सो.
We should not do bossism. We need to guide them. We need to mentor them. If we will give them a right atmosphere, as everyone here, all experts has mentioned that, they will love to work with us.
यस, मेरा ये कहना है कि जैसे मैं सीनियर्स को, ठीक है, सीनियर्स मेरी स्ट्रेंथ होती है क्योंकि सीनियर्स के पास नॉलेज होता है, एक्सपीरियंस होता है. अगर वो छोड़ के चला जाएगा तो मेरा सब डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. तो मेरा ये सोचना है कि जो सीनियर्स है उनका भी वो एज ए सीनियर्स उनका भी रोल है कि वो अपने जूनियर्स को वैसा ट्रेन करें और बॉस का काम है कि वो मॉनिटर करेगा. इफ इट इज नॉट हैपनिंग देन इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर कंपनी एंड we cannot retain the people for a long time because they always feel unprotected and they need support and appreciation and monitoring and bonding and respect.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Very nicely elaborated your point. सर मैं उसी को ऐड करके कहूँगा कि हर एक व्यक्ति ऐसा चाहता है कि मेरे साथ अच्छा व्यवहार हो. अगर आपने कहा उस बंदे की पोजीशन में मान लो कि वो मिडिल मैनेजमेंट है, पर क्योंकि वो इस कंपनी में पुराना है, उसको टॉप मैनेजमेंट का सपोर्ट मिला हुआ है, तो फिर मेरी भी जिम्मेदारी बनती है जो मेरे अंडर है मैं उसी को भी ऐसा सपोर्ट दूँ। इफ़ यू गिव रिस्पेक्ट यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट रिस्पेक्ट। और मैंने बहुत पहले कहीं एक जगह पर ऐसा पढ़ा था, आपके पास जो व्यक्ति कोई भी आशा लेकर आया है उसकी आशा को इस तरह से पूरा करे जैसे आप चाहते हैं कि भगवान आपकी आशा को पूरा करे।
Very well, sir. Thank you.
तो अगर आप जूनियर्स को इस तरह सपोर्ट करोगे तो न जल्दी जाने की सोचेगा, आपकी पोजीशन को भी वो बनाए रखेगा, रिस्पेक्ट भी करेगा, और उस इरादे से पूरा जो अपना कर्व है फ्रॉम दी जूनियर मोस्ट टू मिडिल मैनेजमेंट टू सुपीरियर्स एंड टॉप मैनेजमेंट, वो पूरा ग्राफ भी बना रहेगा। हार्मनी रखना पड़ेगा, सबको एक दूसरे के साथ संतुलन बनाए रखना पड़ेगा। और हम सब जानते हैं कोई छोड़ के कब जाएगा, जब संतुलन बिगड़ेगा तो वो चला जाएगा। ये जेन जी बहुत फेमस वर्ड यूज करते हैं, आई एम गोइंग बिकॉज एटमोस्फियर हैज बिकम टॉक्सिक।
Yes,
तो
very
ये
good.
टॉक्सिक पने में से बचाने का काम मिडिल मैनेजमेंट का या सुपीरियर का है। तो हम आपकी बात को आगे ले जाते हैं ये समझकर कि जो सीनियर वाली पोजीशन पर है, टॉप मैनेजमेंट का सपोर्ट मिल चुका है, अब हमको ये ट्रेनिंग उनको देना पड़ेगा कि आप सुरक्षित हो, असुरक्षितता महसूस ना करें, अगला जो है उसको टिकने दे। क्योंकि जिस कंपनी में आपने खाया, मजा किया, आगे बढ़े हैं ना, आपकी उसके प्रति भी ये जिम्मेदारी है कि आप उसको अगला बंदा ठीक से लाके तैयार करके दे। सिर्फ खुद की सोच में कंपनी के तरफ की जो रियल लॉयल्टी है वो खो जाती है।
You will go.
इसके ऊपर में एक आपको रियल टाइम एग्जांपल देता हूँ। जाइडस रिसर्च सेंटर में हमारे पास काफ़ी साइंटिस्ट हुआ करते थे, और वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि बहुत सारे मिडिल लेवल की जो आप बताते हैं ऐसे एमएससी पास हुए भी रहते हैं। अभी होता ये था कि जब हमें एक सेक्शन हेड या तो डिपार्टमेंट हेड की रिक्रूटमेंट करना था, तो बेसिकली हम फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी से पास आउट पीएचडी विद एक्सपीरियंस लोगों को लेके आते थे। एंड आप जैसे बताएं वो वही होता था कि यार मैं तो वहाँ का वहाँ रह गया और एवरी टाइम द बॉसेस आर गेटिंग चीज, ये होता था। होता ये भी है, एक और एस्पेक्ट देखने जरूरी है, वो बीएससी हैं, अच्छे हैं, बट दे आर दी डूअर्स, दे आर डूइंग देयर जॉब रेगुलरली, बट दे आर कैन नॉट बी एबल टू एनहांस द नॉलेज। उसके लिए हमने ये एग्जाम्पल को देखते हुए वहाँ पे एक पीएचडी प्रोग्राम चालू किया था। हमने एमएस यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ टाइप किया और वहाँ पे हम लोगों ने पीएचडी ये एमएससी वाले को करवाया, और एक एमओयू साइन करके एमएस यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ के लोगों को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी कि आप भी पीएचडी करो, आप यहाँ बैठे बैठे करो और आगे जाके प्रगति करो। आप न मानो, मेरी कंपनी मैंने छोड़ दिया था, उसके बाद में भी लोगों का टेलीफोन आता था कि आपने मुझे परसू किया पीएचडी के लिए और मैं कर दिया और आज मैं एक अच्छा सा बॉस बन गया। So that is a kind of so we have to see as an organization how we can help the junior people. That is also very important.
Very good, very well. Exactly. One of the basic aspects.
सर, आपके स्टेटमेंट को थोड़ा सा और मैं एलेबोरेट करूं तो एक गाना हमने सुना है कि धीरे धीरे प्यार को बढ़ाना है, दिल में उतर जाना है। अब देखिए, जूनियर और सीनियर लोगों की उपस्थिति किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए ठीक उसी तरह होती है जिस तरह से हमारे शरीर में हेमोग्लोबिन और ऑक्सीजन की होती है।
Very good.
अगर हेमोग्लोबिन जूनियर्स हैं या सीनियर्स हैं तो ऑक्सीजन जूनियर्स हैं। जूनियर्स कभी भी बॉसिज्म एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, वो मेंटरिंग एक्सेप्ट करते हैं। दे वांट देयर मैनेजर्स टू बी मेंटर्स, करेक्टर्स। वो कमांड एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, वो कोचिंग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं। और तीसरा, उनकी सेंसिटिविटी टाइम और एनर्जी के प्रति बहुत जबरदस्त होती है। चौथा, वो लोग माइक्रो रिटायरमेंट के लिए बहुत ओपन होते हैं। माइक्रो रिटायरमेंट से मेरा तात्पर्य है छोटे छोटे ब्रेक्स। तो ये सब चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखते हुए उनको एक सतत उपयोगी फ्यूचर की वर्कफोर्स के रूप में कैसे तैयार किया जाना है, इसका सक्सेशन प्लान हमारे टॉप ब्रास लीडर्स, हमारी वर्क हाउस के सीनियर्स लोगों को भी समझाए, ताकि ठीक धोनी की तरह हम एक अच्छी टीम बिल्ड कर पाएं और धोनी भी विराट कोहली की कैप्टनशिप में खेल पाए, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़ की कैप्टनशिप में खेल पाए। इस तरह का एक वातावरण हम जूनियर्स को अगर देंगे तो वे एक उपयोगी वर्क फ्यूचर की वर्कफोर्स के रूप में उभर कर आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को आगे ले जाने वाले घोड़े साबित होंगे, ये हमको ध्यान में रखना है। इसलिए ये जूनियर सीनियर्स का जो मसला है उसको बहुत और परेश भाई ने एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ की सुनना, मैंने बात की थी दिल में उतर जाना है। दिल की स्पेलिंग में HEART, हार्ट में EAR आता है, हियरिंग में EAR आता है। तो ये कानों का उपयोग मतलब सुनना, उनको ग्रूम करना, उनकी शिकायतों को का निवारण करना, उनको बेहतर व्यक्ति हर रोज किस तरह से हम लोग बना रहे हैं उसकी रूपरेखा, उसकी योजना से सतत परिचित करवाते रहना, ये बहुत जरूरी होता है। और उनके सीनियर्स भी उनके ग्रूमर्स ही हैं। थोड़ा स्टाइल ऑफ ग्रूमिंग हर व्यक्ति की अलग हो सकती है, इस चीज़ से भी उनको वाकिफ कराना शायद जूनियर्स और सीनियर्स का जो गैप क्रिएट होता है उस गैप को ब्रिज करने में सहायक साबित हो सकता है, ऐसा मैं मानता हूँ।
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Girish Malhotra. I am Vice President HR in Durian Group of Companies and having 27 years of experience. I work with Ultratech, Tata Chemicals, Crompton Greaves and few others. Just it was RRR was very attractive word, so it has attracted me to attend this session and lots of insights already have captured. I just would like to I'm just responding to the question that what challenges you are facing at your workplace. That is number one. And apart from that, just would like to share few of my experience and initiative taken by me to cope up with the situation to retain this changing.
Thank you very much.
With your permission, yeah.
Please, please.
So first of all, that everybody's all dignitaries have explained in depth that what our workplace should be, how it should work, what are the environment, ecosystem, etc., etc. So my basic question here is that ecosystem is a common thing. Whosoever are coming as a new recruits, whether it is in any generation, need same category of treatment. It is only not for Gen Z. That is my first point. Number two, Gen Z is a peculiar segment. So I was expecting something outstanding, something extraordinary, which Paresh Bhai has put some element into that, and I have captured those elements. But all the three dignitaries, what they have said, it is not applicable only for Gen Z. It's applicable for the entire workforce, right?
Right.
Workforce, our workplaces are not unanimous on the. For example, manufacturing units are having different chemistry. Your commercial establishments have a different kind of setup, and your sales and marketing team is having separate kind of mindset and everything. So number one, Gen Z coming from all social background are not having the same mindset. Correct me if I am wrong. So I born in 71, but I am having many elements of Gen Z today even. Let me tell you.
That's why you are able to
Yeah. So this is my basic questions to all audience to just brainstorm over this, that Gen Z over-pampered, all social background people are not over-pampered, all are not short-tempered, all are not having same elements. So questions to address Gen Z is not that much small which we are expecting. It's a very big thing. As a head HR in my companies, I have developed certain mechanism. Right. First of all, to develop that transparent and open ecosystem in our workplaces, whether it is a corporate office, whether it is a manufacturing unit, anywhere. Transparency, openness, periodical review by management, connect with the shop floor people through somewhat periodically, connect periodically with the probationers who have not completed 6 months. After 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months, at a head HR separately, where their heads are not available there. So you can capture all the elements, whatever challenges are being faced, what are the areas where they are feeling suffocation. Because our rule books are same. We cannot create separate policies for Gen Z. We cannot create separate rule book for our Gen Z, right? But we can treat them differently. We can, and whenever you challenge their capabilities, whenever you mentor them, you coach them, you give them certain kind of future insights about the growth of the companies with figures about their future, what they are doing, how they are, what is the purpose of the work they are doing, how it is connected with the bigger goal of the business, right? So I will conclude this because many people are there, but my small humble submission with all due respect to our dignitaries, the problem of retaining, attracting and making productive Gen Z is not that much small. Yeah, so we need to have different kind of approaches for different kind of problems, different kind of workforces, and for different social background. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your practical perspective. But this program or this dignitaries are not talking only about Gen Zs. They are talking about the employees who are facing challenges, or the HR leaders here who all are really wants to understand that what are the challenges today in the market and what are the solutions for that. So this is not only for the Gen Z. We are not talking about only Gen Z. Okay, thank you very much for your very practical perspective. So lots of now we are listening that every day there are new institutions and organizations, right? So lots of plans are available in the market. Still, why it is difficult to find out the right fit for the organization?
Good question. In fact, right fit is depend upon the role what we are looking for. Suppose if we are looking for a role of a freshers or a junior person, definitely we go by campus recruitment. If we are looking for a role of a middle management, then we recruit from the, either we promote people from inside. As rightly said, that we have to give a kind of a promotion chances to the people who are working inside of the company, rather than buying from outside. Buy and build, we understand that we should not buy every time, we should build people from inside. So that kind of systems we do adopt in industries.
So very, very, very well said. Very well said. So, okay, understand that we should not only buy a people, but we should build a people inside the organization, right? We have to promote, means what Toliva sir said, that we should have succession planning so that we have a system-ready person in our organization, right? Thank you very much, sir. So, beyond competition, what really drives retention?
As I said earlier, it is more the atmosphere and how bright the person finds his own career in the establishment. That is the only way he will survive. If he finds that all systems are set in such a way that everything is going to be same or usual, no chances for growing better with better performance, then he will take a decision to leave the institution.
Right.
And if he finds that yes, there are chances if I do better performance over here, there are full chances of me being uplifted. As sir used the words, building an own empire inside the same institution. If there is possibility, he will stay and do performance better and better every day. But if he finds that there is a black hole at the end and he is not having any chances, then he will better choose to leave. No one in today's age will like to wait for indefinite period. There has to be some sincere timelines in terms of individual growth also along with performance. So if he finds that I don't have any time limit given when they will review, when they will upgrade me, when they will do appreciation of my work, if there is no such system aligned inside, then he will definitely leave. So if I put your question into a short one-liner, why people leave? First word, toxic atmosphere. What does that mean? The circumstances around are not good for his growth. He will leave.
Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Okay. So if I conclude that we should have the career building plan for each individual, they should see their future in the organization, then they will be with us, right?
As what we say, there is something called employee life cycle.
Right.
So if you have a planned employee life cycle in your establishment, and if a person who has got in is able to view that clearly, okay, this is my way, that is my target, I have to go with this speed. Okay, if I miss somewhere, I have to accelerate more. If he has got that goals and timeline proper, he will definitely stay. If there is nothing like that, he will quit.
For newcomers as also junior to middle levels, they need some nurturing time to involve in the company to get the settle in comfort zone, right? So what do you think is the ideal time for these peoples? Because as an organization, as a line manager, or they always expect they have got little bit experience, so they are ready to it. Why we cannot get the output from them from day one? What do you think the right time for that, month, 2 months or something?
very, questions difficult to answer in the one sense, because every role, every company is a different. If suppose I am asking about sales and marketing, I will ask this gentleman to go in a 1 month, because that is not possible. In a cycle, in a sales cycle, if you lose your season, if you lose a right time, you are losing your whole, your target. If I am working in a manufacturing plant and the gentleman is not been able to improve, I still wait. I will give a lot of time, at least 6 months, 8 months time to improve upon. So likewise, depending upon the role, business cycles, business criticality is required. But one upon time, why we are having a 6-month probation period? 6-month probation period is only for this. After recruitment, if person is not found suitable, we can give them warning after 3 months. We can have a counseling with the gentleman. If he does not improve in a 6-month time, you can very well say that, gentlemen, look for another opportunity. So that is the way we operate in a industry.
I think here we should have a very well drafted probation review plan. Maybe if we have 6 months of probation, then we should have 1 to 30 days, 60 to 90 days, and then 90 to 180 days. And after every period, after 30 days, 90 days, we should have review period to give feedback, honest feedback, and the guidance that how to go ahead with the company's expectations.
Hello, yeah. Myself, Ahmedabad. I'm from Pride, we are the recruitment expert itself. So right now, I think the biggest source of the sourcing is social media, right? Social media, I think everybody is trending. We put one post and we can find multiple multiple resume on that. And we have, I think, that is the one thing. Second thing is we are using right now events like this also, right? So being in a IT recruitment partner, we typically visit, Laracol event or the industry-specific events, and where we get a very good, reliable sources. I think that's the two major thing. And the third thing is like data analytics kind of thing, right? So I think we have a lot of portals available. And that will help us to find the secondary data, of course, right? Say for example, who is commenting on this post, and then we can, I think, as kind of thing. But yeah, I think these are the three new sources apart from the traditional.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Gujarati people are a little bit softer. They are hardly choose some kind of that, where there is a hardship, they just keep away from those places. So we need people from, other states, specifically West Bengal, Bihar, UP, and so, bringing them and retaining them, training them, and making them productive for longer period, it is a very challenging task. Right. Even after you are providing, shelter, food, and everything. So referral scheme is one thing that people are, whenever they are going for leave, they are going for 1 month. So our HR team is get connected with them, and that they are asking them to bring people from their vicinity, their villages, and these are the things where we are in a position to run our manufacturing unit, because normally agencies are providing blue collars, but they are in the category of ITI, that fitter, turners, welders, and other things, but other specific skills they don't provide. So referral scheme is one of the most important thing nowadays, where in specific segment can cater the media.
I believe in approach actually, क्योंकि जो डिजिटल है या जो भी मीडियम है, ये क्या है कि मुझे इसमें थोड़ा आर्टिफिशियल ज़्यादा लगता है, क्योंकि पीपल आर AI चैट ये वो सब इससे बहुत एक्सपर्ट है कि दे आर शेयरिंग वेरी गुड रिज्यूम्स, स्मार्ट रिज्यूम्स, बट जो people those are having good experience and good knowledge, they cannot make that much good smart resume, but they are having good experience, they are successful people, they have lot of experience, but they are not believing that smart resume is okay for them. So if you want to recruit one managers, leaders, senior level, so HR should play very big role, and yes, they should contact they know the people in market. Suppose मेरे फील्ड में ये क्वालिटी GM की जरूरत है, they know कि where the people are and how the people are working. So उन 5, 10, 15 लोगों के बीच में जाएं, उन लोगों से कांटेक्ट करें.
So let's continue with the questions. So, sir, which brings sources are giving the best results today? Referrals, consultants, or LinkedIn campus hiring, or the job portals?
See, as many people have already spoken on this, depending upon the role we require to choose a recruitment source. Like if at all we are recruiting freshers, we go by the campus interview. If we have to recruit a middle level, we always likely to. Many company where I have worked, we normally give a internal advertisement. Before we go for external advertisement, we display our internal advertisement. And I should give a really credit to government-based company. For example, Gujarat Alkali Chemical Limited, Baroda, where I was a HR head, we used to give internal advertisement, and very effectively people apply for that.
Okay.
We were discussing in earlier question about promotion. We had a promotion committee, and the committee examined the people, and then they recommend for a further. So likewise, internal advertisement worked very well. That was the one of the aspect.
Very good. Yes.
As rightly pointed out by one of the members present over here, when we go more for social media, there are more chances of fake identities about degrees, qualifications, experience. If I share my experience, I went to a particular college for taking freshers, and majority of the CVs contained the first line, demonstrated history. And very lightly I always asked them, where have you demonstrated? Kindly show me that place.
You are a fresher.
Yeah, so you have to be very much conscious from whatever means you are getting there. It is you who will have to check in detail, because company will be asking you as an HR, from where did you find this guy? So we are more answerable to ourselves also and to management also. So we may have more number of options to search or for sourcing, but we have to be very sure that what we source out and to whomsoever we call should be a genuine person represented genuinely on paper.
Right.
That has to be checked by us. Because once we give them offer letter and they are in, it is not always so easy to show them doors.
Yes.
So both the ways we have to manage. As HR usually is the role of a bridge, so we have to maintain balance on both the sides.
So here, Brown, I want to understand that though we are taking all the cares in recruiting a people, attracting a talent, why attrition is so high nowadays? Every company, every industry is facing the same problem, right? So why attrition is so high nowadays?
For some days I had discussion somewhere, and even with some colleagues also, not focusing on a particular generation, but even then in general, whosoever is now coming from for a job, they are basically satisfied for their basic needs. For example, their parents have already constructed a house for them, they own a car, they own everything what is needed inside the house, and they have earned a good degree also by their learning and hard work. Now what they need is the salary of their choice, the rules of their choice, and the functioning times also of their own choice. Where they don't find it, they leave it. Why? Because their biggest question is not the biggest question which people before 30 years have had.
Right. मतलब
हाँ,
घर की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है,
रोटी
कोई
कपड़ा और मकान जो
responsibility नहीं है।
जिम्मेदारी 80s में थी लोगों की, वो
आज
सब
नहीं
उनके
है।
पेरेंट्स ने सॉल्व कर दिए।
Right.
तो अब वाले लोगों के लिए क्या टेंशन है? सिर्फ कि मैं
खर्चे
इस
पूरे करने
महीने
हैं।
के एंड में जो EMI नया एप्पल 17 प्रो लिया है उसका भरना है, सिर्फ उसी का जुगाड़ करना है। उसको घर की किस्त नहीं देनी है, उसको बाइक खरीद लिया है 5 लाख का पापा से लेकर, पर उसके सिर्फ पेट्रोल की टेंशन है, वो 5 लाख की टेंशन नहीं है। तो इस जनरेशन को रोक के रखने के लिए अब आपको स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स नहीं चाहिए, अट्रैक्टिव चीजें चाहिए। देयर आर कंपनीज हु हैव स्टार्टेड ट्वाइस अ पिकनिक ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, outing or training on an outside location. Now these are attractions.
There are people who has gone to another company. We have taken third time, fourth time that person in. So automatically he will convey to others कि बाहर की कंपनी अच्छी तो दिखती है, पर अंदर जाने के बाद वो कल्चर, वो प्रेशर, वर्क प्रेशर वो झेल नहीं पाते हैं। तो कभी-कभी क्या है, थोड़ा जाने भी देना चाहिए। बाहर की दुनिया देखेंगे तो मालूम पड़ेगा क्या है, और अंदर आके वो 50 लोगों को बोलेंगे कि भैया ये सबसे अच्छा है।
क्या बात है।
और बार-बार
very practical example you have given and solution you have given, sir, I will say.
बार-बार लोगों को अंदर लाके ट्रेनिंग का खर्चा टाइम इन्वेस्ट करके हमको ट्रेनिंग स्कूल अगर नहीं बनवाना है तो इंटरनल मैनेजमेंट के लिए एक ट्रेनिंग सेशन रख लीजिए।
ताकि management understands how to train people to stay in also.
Yes.
That is also something which needs to be incorporated now.
That's very important because nowadays is in the beginning only we said that अभी जो दिन आएंगे उसमें ट्रेनिंग जरूरी ट्रेनिंग होनी ही चाहिए. मतलब सिर्फ नए लोगों के लिए नहीं, जो मैनेजमेंट है मैनेजमेंट के लिए भी ट्रेनिंग होनी चाहिए कि किस तरह का एनवायरनमेंट उनको लोगों को देना है, किस तरह की ट्रीटमेंट उनको लोगों को देनी है. मिडिल मैनेजमेंट उनको ये देखना है कि मुझे जूनियर्स को कैसे हैंडल करना है, मुझे कैसे आगे बढ़ना है. तो इस तरह की ट्रेनिंग तो होनी ही चाहिए. बट सर विद ऑल this challenges we do have or solutions we do have, what type of skills is really required in the market? What type of skills or how can I will say institute help the organizations to have the skilled people?
ये 21वीं शताब्दी है, स्किल्स की शताब्दी है. तो अभी जो इंजीनियरिंग की एजुकेशन की अगर मैं बात करूं तो इवन जो नेशनल बोर्ड ऑफ एक्रेडिटेशन है उसने 12 स्किल्स को आइडेंटिफाई किया है.
Okay.
जो कि इमर्जिंग इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट में होनी ही चाहिए, जिनके आधार पर वो टिक पाएगा या इंडस्ट्री को एक्सेप्टेबल हो पाएगा. और इन 12 स्किल्स में से केवल 5 स्किल एकेडमिक स्किल्स हैं या टेक्निकल स्किल्स हैं. बाकी की 7 स्किल्स नॉन टेक्निकल स्किल्स है, जैसे कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, टाइम मैनेजमेंट, टीम वर्क, एडेप्टेबिलिटी, openness to learning, ethics, the environmental consciousness or sensitivity. So what I mean to say is, based on the profile and the workhouse where the person is likely to be recruited, the industrial workhouses should communicate those list of those skill requirement to the institute, so that at institute level, besides finishing the curriculum, the institute starts working on skill acquisition of those skills, acquisition part of those skills at the institute level, so that the skill deficit that the industrial workhouses feel and experience at the time of recruitment will be less. तो एक पेन पॉइंट मैं इंडस्ट्री और आपने जो एकेडमिक्स के गैप को ब्रिज करने की बात जब कर रहा था, तो मैं इंडस्ट्री को भी उसमें एक हाथ आगे बढ़ाने की अपील करता हूं. और वो हाथ बढ़ाने से मेरा तात्पर्य ये है कि आपकी जो आवश्यकताएं हैं, आपकी जो यूटिलिटी आप पहले डे 1 से या मे बी 6 महीने के बाद चाहते हैं, तो आप अपना रिक्रूटमेंट इंटर्नशिप के माध्यम से 1 वर्ष पहले कीजिए. 3rd ईयर के विद्यार्थियों का रिक्रूटमेंट करिए, और रिक्रूटमेंट करते वक्त थोड़ा सा स्ट्रिंजेंट स्क्रूटनी कीजिए बच्चे के फैमिली बैकग्राउंड की, उसकी ज़ील टू लर्न एंड गो अहेड इन करियर की. क्या वो एजुकेशनल लोन लेकर के अगर पढ़ रहा है तो डेफिनेटली ही नीड्स अ जॉब. एंड बिसाइड्स दैट वो किस लाइन में आगे जाना चाहता है, उसको जब आप इंटर्नशिप के लिए अपने यहाँ लाएंगे और कुछ चीज़ें सिखाएंगे, तो क्या आपके लिए वो उपयुक्त है और क्या आप उसके लिए उपयुक्त हैं, इन चीज़ों का जो एक फील है आप दोनों को मिलेगा. और ये न केवल एट्रिशन रेट को कम करेगा, बल्कि एम्प्लॉय की लॉन्जिविटी और रिटेंशन में भी आपको मदद करेगा. तो एक जो इंटर्नशिप का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, उसको एक स्कॉलरशिप के माध्यम से वो जब 3rd ईयर में आता है तो कोई लाइव प्रोजेक्ट में उसको इन्वॉल्व कीजिए. कोई जो चीज़ आप चाहते हैं कि नया इंडक्टी आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उससे लैस होकर के आए, उससे पजेस होकर के आए, तो उन चीज़ों को सिखाने के लिए इस इंटर्नशिप के प्लेटफॉर्म का उपयोग करिए, ताकि आपको प्रॉपरली स्किल्ड और मे बी रेडिली यूटिलाइजेबल प्रोडक्ट आपको प्राप्त हो. तो आपको भी उन चीज़ों को सिखाना अगर पड़े, अगर इंस्टीट्यूट के पास वो रिसोर्सेस ना हो, तो आप इंडस्ट्री की तरफ से एक व्यक्ति जाकर के उस ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स को जिनको आप ट्रेन कर रहे हैं उनको वो चीज़ें सिखाई जा सकती है, सो दैट ये जो स्किल डेफिसिट का प्रॉब्लम है वो उतना गंभीर आपको महसूस न हो, प्रतीत न हो.
Thank you very much for very insightful perspective, I will say. So now, right. So now I would like to open for a broader discussion with all our panelists and the staff. I think we all have received good answers and guidance from our panelists.
કન્ક્લુડિંગમાં આપણે ફરીથી એકવાર રિપીટ કરી લઈએ. રિક્રુટમેન્ટ, રિટેન્શન અને રિટાયરમેન્ટ ત્રણ સબ્જેક્ટ પર આપણે ચર્ચા કરી. જનરલી આપણે ચર્ચા કરી કે લાઈફ સાયકલ્સમાં કેટલીક ચેલેન્જીસ આવે છે. રિક્રુટમેન્ટ વિશે ઘણી વાત કરી. આપણે રિટાયરમેન્ટ વિશે થોડું ઓછું કર્યું. એક બે પોઈન્ટ ઉમેરી દઉં કે રિટાયરમેન્ટ થતા માણસો ઇમોશનલી ખૂબ જ સેન્સિટિવ હોય, ઘણા વર્ષોથી તમારી સંસ્થા સાથે જોડાયેલા હોય, તો એને ધીરેથી તમે કઈ રીતે એને રિટાયર કરશો એ પણ એક બહુ સરસ પ્રોગ્રામ હોય છે. પરેશભાઈ જેવા ઇમોશનલી કઈ રીતે તમારા દિવસનો ચેન્જ કરશો. પેલો માણસ વર્ષોથી ટિફિન લઈને આવતો હોય, સાંજે જતો હોય, બીજે દિવસથી એને જવાનું ના હોય, તો એને જે માનસિક આઘાત લાગે છે એ બહુ મોટો આઘાત લાગે છે. પરેશભાઈએ ઘણીવાર ઘણી સારી વાતો કરી છે. તો એના માટેના 2 કલાક 3 કલાકના પ્રોગ્રામ રાખો. ફાઇનાન્શિયલ આસિસ્ટન્ટ વિશે પણ આપણે કહી શકીએ છીએ, પણ એ રિટાયરમેન્ટ વખતે બહુ મોડું થઈ ગયું હોય છે. બાય ધ ટાઈમ તો માણસે પોતાની કેરિયર પૂરી કરી હોય છે. પરંતુ ઇમોશનલી ફેમિલી સાથે, બાળકો સાથે કઈ રીતે એ સેટ થશે ઘરમાં. જેમ કીધું ને કે ઓર્ડર કરવાની આદત હોય ઓફિસમાં, હવે ઘરમાં આવું નથી થવાનું. વાઈફે પણ એને 8 કલાક 10 કલાક સુધી રોજ જોવા પડશે, એટલે એને ટકાવવાનું, એની સામે ટકી રહેવું, આ બધી વસ્તુઓ બધી બહુ અઘરી હોય છે. એટલે આ માટેના પણ પ્રયત્ન કંપનીમાં આપણે પોતે કરવા જોઈએ અને થોડા પ્રોગ્રામ્સ રાખવા જોઈએ. રિટાયરમેન્ટ વિશે ઓછી વાત હતી એટલે મેં થોડું ઉમેર્યું.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. As we come to the end of this insightful discussion, I would like to thank each one of you for your sharing such valuable and practical insights. Today's conversation clearly highlighted that while hiring the right talent is important, building the culture, developing the leaders, and preparing for the future workforce are equally critical. I hope all of us are taking back at least 1 or 2 actionable insights that we can implement in our organization. Thank you once again to our panelists and to all of you for being such an engaged audience, and to the advice and assist for arranging such a great event where we have learned and got all the answers of our challenges. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, before our powerful presentation of one surprise package, I would like to call Maggie sir. Maggie sir, he is the person who is there for the ISA Foundation. He is making a meaningful impact of guiding and grooming bright futures. His dedication to empowering young minds is truly inspiring. May I request Paresh Bhai Bhatt to come forward and felicitate him with a token of appreciation. Sir, a very welcome to you. Yes, audience, I request everyone just listen to Negi sir, and then we are having a powerful package. एकदम मस्त वाला, आपको एकदम सरप्राइजिंग लगेगा, वैसा एक पावरफुल आ रहा है आपके पास.
So today I have come for an absolutely different purpose. I requested Paresh Bhai to give me 5 minutes during this session, HR session. So basically I have one foundation called ISA Foundation, which works in the field of education and also in healthcare, especially in my native place, which is Uttarakhand, one of the state in northern part of the country, which has a lot of issues in terms of the education and healthcare. Now, my pitch for today is that we are working on the young kids and the kids who are really underprivileged. They have a lot of talents. Their parents are not able to support them. They don't have those kind of resources. But very, very young and talented guys. So what we do is we basically recruit these bachas in 9th class, and from 9th class it's a very grueling test which happens, in which basically they go through a a lot of examination, and then they are selected. And then what we do is we start by, making them go through one of the process wherein Paris by only assist us, wherein they basically identify that which is the area where they would like to build their career. So typically 9th 10th में क्या होता है, बच्चे को ये पता नहीं होता कि उसकी strength क्या है, उसकी weakness क्या है, right? So what we do is we do one workshop with Paresh bhai, and then these bachas, they identify their career choices, and then we start working on these bachas. Currently we have around 300 kids in Ahmedabad, and another 200 in Uttarakhand, and another 500 in entire Uttarakhand. So total it is 700 there, and some 300 kids in Ahmedabad. And some of them, they have really done very, very well in their life, and we feel very happy because the kind of background these guys will come and then help, build their career and then build their families. Gives you a lot of happiness and satisfaction. So my pitch today is simple. All you HR guys always say that right people for right job, right? And these are the bachas who basically go through a structured training program, and then scientifically they identify their career. And I have seen all these kids doing very, very well because one is they have a gratitude for the organization which has given them a break for the first time. And this I have experienced in my own experience. We recently started one hospital in Uttarakhand. So we recruited some 30-35 kids. It was simple, one of the simple criteria other than competence. One of the criteria which we thought for ourselves is, let us help those kids whose families are not earning, say, less than 2 lakh rupees per year, sorry. And we choose these kids from that kind of background, and they have shaped very, very well. So my request is, every year some 30-50 kids are graduating. So I request you guys to please help us to settle these kids, make their career and make their life. I can tell you all these kids, they are in different field. Some of them they are doing MCA, some of them they are in EVAs, and all kind of engineering, all kind of background. So this kind of diverse group, I am sure you will find a lot of utility. I heard just somebody saying that how do you recruit and source people. I can tell you we have a good set of kids. You will find them very, very useful in your organization. So that is the pitch I wanted to make, and I can assure you these bachas will turn out to be a great asset for you. Because in my experience, they have grown very well, they have become confident. Each year we work very closely with these kids, and the kind of difference it makes to their parents and their life, because they come from a really, really poor background, guys. And as our social commitment to our country and our society, guys, this is something I request and appeal to all of you. Please consider these bachas positively, and I can tell you, you will not regret your decision for the rest of your life. Thank you so much. This is the small pitch I wanted to make. We can also get you the connect. You can reach us through Paresh bhai. We have our people also. We'll give you our contact detail, our email ID as well. Whenever you have some opening, please throw us your information also, so that we can give you suitable matches. Thank you so much, Paresh bhai, for giving us an opportunity. Thank you.
Friends, ईसा फाउंडेशन में जितने भी बच्चे रजिस्टर्ड होते हैं, मीरा इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट काउंसलर अक्रॉस द स्टेट. हम करियर काउंसलिंग करते हैं, उसका टेस्ट करते हैं, साइकोलॉजिकल टेस्ट देते हैं, और उसको हम सजेस्ट करते हैं आपको इस ब्रांच में अभ्यास करना चाहिए. व्हेन दे आर ऑन द लास्ट ईयर ऑफ द एजुकेशन, हमारा जो ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल है कैंपस टू कॉर्पोरेट, हम 3 दिन के लिए बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं. और आई एम श्योर, मैं आपको प्रॉमिस करता हूँ, બાકી બધા છોકરા કરતાં આમની એડપ્ટેબિલિટી લીડ તમારી પાસે વધારે હશે. એ લોકો ઈમાનદાર છે અને એ લોકો અંડર પ્રિવિલેજ છે. તો એમને જો તમારી કોઈ ઓપનિંગ્સ હોય તો તમે ચોક્કસ અમારો સંપર્ક કરી શકશો, અને એ બધું જ એ લોકો ત્યાં સુધી પહોંચશે. અને આઈ એમ શ્યોર કે એ લોકોને આપણે રિક્રુટ કરવામાં ક્યાંક નિમિત્ત બનીશું, કેટાલિસ્ટનું કામમાં આપશું.